So I've been working a little more on Bob's bike, do a little bit of an update on it. I got the frame painted, got the motor, getting ready to set it up, tear it down, split the back off, at least replace the mechanical water pump seal, probably the timing chain if it needs it, and check on that stator and do some testing. So let me get going on this. Okay, so I got the frame in paint yesterday. And if you're wondering what you're looking at in the background there, inside my shop is my makeshift paint booth. Let me show you what I got going on here. So what I did is Bob brought over a 10 by 10 tarp, or a freestanding awning, and then I took some painter's tarps and just hung it with clothespins off the outside. Shop door open just a bit, a couple fans are spinning, blocked off this side. I have these Teflon sheets blocked off that side over here, and just creating a little bit of airflow from inside here. I left a little bit of a gap underneath this tarp here, and as you can see, the sidewalls are actually pulling in. I guess it might not be that easy to see. Then I hang my parts off the inside here. Motorcycle straps, some coat hangers, paint the little pieces, and get them all done. I got shop light hanging, give me a little light in here, then I carry a handheld light to kind of break the shadows up so I can see where I'm light on paint, hopefully not heavy on paint. Get all the pieces painted up, start getting this thing put back together. Well, like I mentioned, I use this automotive engine stand for quite a bit now that I've got the bracket set up to hold the motor as well as a frame. Got the motor split open. Everything looks good so far inside. The timing chain has hardly any movement with the adjuster. Checked it, and I still got quite a bit of movement left on the adjuster, so only thing I'm doing there is replace the little O-ring that's on this shaft here. As far as the stator, got the mechanical seal out. Stator looks really good. Tests really good. Got the new, actually I knew that the seal on his shift shaft was really bad, a little dirty there. So he ordered up the new shift shaft seal, new gasket, water pump seal, and what else is here for a seal? The output shaft. No, the output shaft is fine. Didn't have any issues there. I'm not going to replace that one. I can do that one from the outside if I have to. So just getting some work done on it. Checking a few things out while we're in there. I'd rather do it instead of the Shep method. I'd rather take it apart. That way I can get in a little deeper and see what else is going on possibly inside. All right, well, got a lot of the little components painted. Got the wheels painted. Got to get those mounted up. And we'll come back at a different point when we've got a few more things done. Well, because of that seal right there that I forgot to order, and I forgot to have Bob order, the engine portion is now on hold. I got the mechanical water pump seal in, but I totally forgot to get the seal for the camshaft that sits on the opposite side. So motor's been rolled away inside my wonderful paint booth, and I'm going to start working on putting some of the stuff back on. I don't have much time right now to deal with it, but I'm going to go ahead and get the forks in, probably the clip-ons, the top bracket on. I can't do a whole lot with the back because I don't have the differential painted and I don't have the brake section painted. So I'm kind of in between. Well, one thing I did get done is I do have the wheels and tires mounted up. So I can do a little bit of assembly, but until I get that seal, all I can do is make a rolling chassis. Dang, I can't believe I did that. Well, there's the current stage. We spent a few hours on it yesterday just putting a few things on as much as we really could. He's contemplating running a fender or not, so we just kind of set it up there. Obviously it's not in the right spot. It's not off the tire, but I got a feeling he's going to go without fenders. Replaced a few of the electrical components. Got the speedo on, clip-ons on. Well, as you see. And I got the caliper cleaned up, mounted. The speedo drive on the front wheel. Got it cleaned up, looks pretty good. Just went with a raw aluminum on that one. The rest of the time we spent on a lot of little pieces. So we disassembled the pegs, repainted those, staying factory on those, cleaned up a lot of the bolts. Bob spent a bunch of time working on the starter, getting it cleaned up, shined all the clear coat off that, cleaned up all the foot controls, the shifter, the brake rod here, got it clean. Today I'm going to work on getting those components. He finally made a decision. They're not going silver or gray, they're going black. And then I need to get Bob a battery box welded up, because his I had done, but somebody wanted it, so I sent that one away. Alright, I gotta get at it today. Well, there's the carbs. Got the new intake manifolds on them. Old ones over here. Somebody at some point had sprayed something on there because obviously it was cracking. They were trying to avoid some air leaks. Bob picked up a new set of them in really good shape. So I went through the carbs. We rejetted them a while back when we were doing the mock-up. Got it to where it runs proper with these air pods on there. Got them all cleaned up. Got them ready to go back on once we get the motor cleaned and painted. What I like to use on those is the obviously carb cleaner, brake cleaner, same for what I'm doing on the external. And then from Harbor Freight, I have a set of these little wire wheels that go in the drill. Use those with some cleaner, toothbrush here and there. Bob picked up another set of these things. I really love using those. They get into the nice tight cracks and crevices and clean the aluminum up really well. So those are cleaned up, reassembled, and rejetted and ready to go back. There's Bob, the bike owner, doing a little degreasing of the motor, getting that thing ready for paint. So while he's, well, obviously I got the motor back together. While he's doing some cleaning on this thing, getting it ready for paint, I'm doing some reassembly. Get the rear drive and the rear brake assembly and the rear wheel back on the bike. Got it all cleaned up, repainted. Got some of the detailed work done on the final drive setup. Looks pretty good. We'll get that part looking good and we'll get it put back on. But for now, I think I'm going to cut the end of this video, get it all spliced together, and get it up so everybody can start watching it. Thanks for watching.